let's talk about Concord.
Concord, the extreme floppity was.
Floppity flippity flop.
We're just going to shoot the stuff.
Yeah.
So Concord was a complete disaster.
Absolute atrocity.
Exactly. So
why do you think it failed?
I think it failed. You know why I think it failed.
Oh, absolutely. I want to hear why you think it failed.
I think it failed because, in all honesty, I think hero shooters are tired.
Yep.
100% tired. It's time to move on.
Mm-hmm.
I think that fad has come and gone. And I think there was nothing about it. It just came. Like, there's no marketing material behind it. There's no...
I didn't know about it until the beta.
I didn't even know
which was like a week
beta.
Before or something.
Yeah. I think, did they seriously take 8 years to develop it?
Apparently. Yeah.
So
from start to finish.
If that was the case, they should have released it 6 years ago.
Yeah.
When hero shooters were peaking.
Yeah.
Now, not a chance. What was it? 1,000 people?
It was less.
600?
Yeah, it was between 600 and 800.
Yeah.
At peak.
Yeah. Just ridiculous. I mean, character design was pretty bad.
Terrible. Not one character I would have chosen to play.
No.
From that list.
And definitely not. Did I send the link with the AI generated versions of those characters? They were 100 times better.
Oh, so much better. Yeah.
It's a disgrace.
It's sad, and then obviously, did you see one of the developers or whoever one of the people on the team was coming out and attacking comments and it's just sad because you can have something where Sony, one of the biggest of the big, putting their time, effort, and money into something to develop it, thinking it's a good idea, and bringing out a product like that. So they're talking about. Have you heard Sony say that they're trying to enter the live service market?
No.
So supposedly they've got scheduled, I think, another 8 to 10 games in the next 5 years, specifically for live service, like Concord. Now, obviously, Suicide Squad was another flop.
Yeah,
that was a live service. Trying to hit on. Have you seen Mr. Freeze?
Yeah,
you saw the DLC thing.
No,
of Suicide Squad. They brought out a DLC for Mr. Freeze.
Oh, it was a female Mr. Freeze, wasn't it?
It was a black female Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
And people just lost their minds.
Yeah.
Absolutely lost their minds on it. And also the skins are terrible for it.
Oh, of course.
Absolutely shocking. There's just no thought, no design. But people are saying if this is what Sony's trying to push out over the next 5-10 years, they're done.
They are.
They're going to lose everything.
They are, because this is I'm still working on my essay, by the way. It has got much longer. It's very difficult to write because I'm not going to read it, but this is what the title was. I've given it a title.
How many iterations of the title have you gone through?
2.
Oh, no, that's pretty good.
All right. So, the title is A History of a Video Game Enthusiast Who Survived the Console Wars.
Oh, powerful.
Yes. So, from that title, I ended up doing turning it into instead of a thing about nostalgia and talking about video games and how they got to where they are and why I look back on that and want that to come back, ended up turning into an actual history of the console wars.
Right.
And I'm no, I don't need to explain all this crap. I went through I've gone through drafts so many times now. But regardless, Ubisoft, all right, you've seen now they're tanking.
Yeah.
Ubisoft is tanking them. Their shares.
Really?
Yeah. And now the actual, the people that buy the shareholders are actually demanding a new
privatization or something.
Yeah. They want to basically take it over and pretty much get rid of the dude who's in control, the lead, CIO, whatever, CFO, whatever you call them. And, they want a replacement because every time they release a game, I say it, they can only survive one more mistake. They can only survive one more mistake.
Yeah.
And it's finally at that point
It was noticeable with Valhalla.
Yeah.
When I played Valhalla, I got it for free on the Xbox Game Pass or whatever it was. And I just finished playing Odyssey.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is great.
Yeah.
Odyssey was fantastic.
Mm.
Then I played...
I 100%ed it.
Oh, you did?
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, you told me. And then I played Valhalla, and I didn't last more than 45 minutes on it.
Yeah, I think I maybe went 3 hours, and that was it.
Incredibly bad.
Yeah.
And then I played Skull and Bones free beta weekend not long ago.
Yep.
incredibly bad. Insane. It's insane how bad it is.
Yep.
And now, obviously, the next flop is going to be
Assassin's Creed
Shadows.
But did you hear the addressing of like talking to shareholders, the audio message, audio conversation?
No, I haven't heard it.
So at their shareholders meeting, like the annual GM, whatever, they got some guy trying to sell it to the shareholders. And the shareholders asking the right questions, and the dude stumbling over his answer and his answers, and he's like, "Well, you know, we're creating expectation because we have Outlaws coming out. People are looking forward to the next installment of
Outlaws, another flop.
What's Outlaw?
I forgot about that.
Forgot about Outlaws. They say they did a Star Wars game. Ubisoft got the rights to Star Wars, the license, and they released is it a bounty hunter game? Yeah, but the character that they took the rendering from is this stunning, like, gorgeous Latina. And then you see her 3D rendered image, and she looks like Jabba the Hutt. Like, because Western companies refuse to make
them, like, gorgeous.
Why? Because it's stereotyping, or because it's not hitting ESG?
Yeah, all of the above.
Basically. Yeah, like.
Meanwhile, you got all the Asian companies bringing out all these games with, like, super, like, tight butts and tits.
Yeah,
and what I keep thinking of is that one meme video. I'll probably send it to you guys. It's got that woman with the pink short hair wearing a suit, like a jacket, and she's in front of the mirror. So I got misgendered yesterday. Keep rolling. No one gives a fuck. Every time I just see it, I just play that in my head. Anyway.
So there was like, there's expectations between Outlaws that will sell well just because of the name. And you think, what the hell does that have to do with anything? Then there's basically, you know, people always look forward to the next installment of AC, and, you know, the combat is really fluid and this and that. And at the same time, on the YouTube video, they're painting back to, like, trailer footage, and there's just, like, disgusting combat. And then there's, like, apparently there's a trailer with the samurai riding the horse. And, like, horses don't move like that.
What do you mean disgusting combat?
It's like they're not even connecting. It's just like
it's miles
terrible.
Away. Yeah.
They're comparing AC3 and Black Flag combat, which we're going back nearly,
years. I know Black Flag's old.
10, 12, 13 years to the combat now, and it's just...
They did that with Outlaws. There's a comparison video.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Where they're, like, jumping into the water and nothing happened. Or, like, Red Dead was one of them, where they throw, like, a grenade.
Yeah, and people just sits there, and
the animals, like, legs explode off in Red Dead, and in Outlaws nothing happens. The animal's just totally okay.
But even the same thing as far as, like, they show AC, I think it's 3. Two. And this is, like, PS3 days, where... because there was a PvP mode, and you had to hunt each other within crowds, and you didn't know who was who. So, like, you could throw, like, little, like, explosions, like smoke bombs, and the crowd would freak out and run away. And in Outlaws, they're shooting the actual car that civilians are sitting in, and they're just sitting there, not reacting.
Or did you see the actual, the droid that's shooting your character?
No.
And the person's just, they're not running, they're walking in a circle around the droid. The droid can't keep up and shoot.
Yeah. Oh, really?
It's like this far behind the person's body on the screen. It never catches. So the AI is so stupid that you can never die, essentially.
Yeah. Well, there's footage of them having it on, like, the hardest difficulty. And they're just sitting in the bushes shooting them. And they're just running to the bushes, and they're killing him inside the bushes.
Yeah.
And they're just standing there watching the dude die, and he's like,
They just randomly fire above the bushes. Yeah.
So ever since Sony moved their headquarters from Japan to America, Sony's been on a downward path.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. They've been censoring video games.
Yeah.
As far as translations, actual censoring of, like, the actual, just imagery. When they're making remakes of games. So they just said they're going to be doing a Dragon Quest 3 remake.
Yeah.
And they've said, like, you literally pick male, female character, and they said there's going to be a genderless character now.
Of course.
Like, what do you mean? Like, you pick one or the other. Like, they're getting rid of they're just censoring everything. They're trying to stamp down almost like an Apple type thing, where they're trying to take control of everything. Make it a very, like, not streamlined, but what's the word we use when we talk about Apple? Like, it's all...
On rails.
On rails. especially with the new PS5 Pro they announced, it's going digital only.
Yeah,
no disc. People are laughing at them like, you've just increased the price by nearly $300 and it doesn't even have a disc drive. So,
apparently it's not even that much better performance. Supposedly.
Yeah, no, I don't know. But I think Sony has to be very careful because I think if Microsoft just sits there and does nothing, they just stay the route, I think they can just sit there and wait for Sony to
take over.
Just wait for Sony
just by not doing anything. Yeah,
100%. You can only $250 million projects can only keep going for so long before you got to stop that completely.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Sorry, guys. Send this one last email. Okay. Now, are you ready to return to the list?
Yeah. The actress from Concord. Apparently, did you see the video where she walks into a shop and she asks for a disc copy of Concord?
No.
And she's like, "That's me. Like, I'm one of the model. Like, I'm the actor for that." And he was like, "Who are you? Like, what's Concord?" The dude's like, "Oh, you're an actor? Oh, cool. I know other people who make, they've acted in video games. Can I take a photo?"
That's bad.
And you just
now. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 people to whittle away. Okay? Essentially, we're going to get it down to like 4.
All right, done.
Okay? Do me a favor. Can you open up that thing that's in front of you, the foil?
Yeah.
Did you eat one of those?
No, I'm saving those for morning coffee.
I don't know what they are.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my mum just handed them to me. She said, these are too sweet for me to eat. What are they? You want to split it? She said, it's a woman that lives like just, 4 or 5 houses from my house. I go, how'd you get these? It's like, God, they live on the corner. I made friends with them, and they brought me this. I'm like, why? It's like, I don't know.
Do you want to hear a story? Beans up at Rosebud with Mum and Dad.
Yeah.
And there's a cafe that we always go to for brekkie. And they've been going there like a lot just to get him out of the house.
Yeah.
And so he's been taking him there. And Mum got talking to the owner, who's this young guy. He's probably our age, maybe a year or two older than us.
Yeah.
We always like, how you going, this and that. But she's made friends with him. Next thing you know, then there's like, she's offered him parsley. And now going to go back like in an hour and bring him parsley.
Of course she has, man. The Rosebud house has got a full greenhouse in the back.
It was just hilarious.
Oh, man. Your brother. I can see your brother's face as well.
I really have to bring that back.
Yeah, disrupting his day. All right. Now.
Okay,
let's start from the bottom up again. Josh Brolin.
No, gone. You said we're going to whittle it down, so we're going to be brutal.
No, gone. What a piece of shit. All right, gone. Will Smith.
Yes, stay.
Okay. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Gone.
Stays.
Up to you.
As much as I hate him.
Why do you hate him?
I can't stand The Rock, what he's become.
Oh, really?
I agree. That's the main thing for me. Maybe I'm being biased on it.
What
I was watching a video, like a critical look at his career and who he is now. The Rock has got it in his contract where he can't take a loss on screen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
He'll never take a loss. He always has to be the hero at the end of it. Even if he's like an anti-hero or a villain, which he's never a villain, but he's always got to look...
That would explain Shazam. Shazam, Black Adam, sorry.
Yeah,
he's got it in his contract.
Shazam's
literally.
white.
Yes.
And then the man
and Black Adam's not black.
No.
The man as a person, like... He's always got to have like a squeaky clean record. He can't upset anyone.
Yeah.
Like with that Oprah controversy about the Hawaiian thing, Oprah came out and doubled down. She's like, what do you want? Like, we thought we were doing a good thing. This is what we did. Like, let it go. The Rock came out and he's like, I'm going to grow as a person and blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, fucking, are you serious? Then he wants to run for president. Not because he wants to, but if the people decide that he should run for president.
Like his opening theme as he comes he's got
the Armani shirt. The Armani shirt. Big chops, the sideys, you know what I mean?
He's got a baby as he's doing
Yeah, no, I think is the thing is he's done like everything from The Mummy, Walking Tall, The Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw, literally. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And he's done some actually decent movies in between there as well.
Well, I suppose that's marketing. He wants to. That's his image. He wants to promote that.
He's actually done a few good movies that I would watch over and over again.
I feel like the last few years have been pretty floppy.
He's falling into that same category of sameness.
I'm finding that movies in general have not been very successful in the last 5 to 6 years. Yeah. Just audiences in general are just over what's being churned out.
I think we need to include him just because we're critical of his roles and all that sort of shit.
I think so too.
Overall scheme of things, he's been in iconic franchises. He's extremely marketable.
100%.
His acting prowess, his acting is not that bad. Like when he's given a decent role, like he can actually pull it off. Like Walking Tall, it was great.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. He was in The Mummy.
He was supposed to be the successor to Arnie.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah, from Welcome to the Jungle. That was literally a passing of the torch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. All right, leave him in. Fuck it. Tom Cruise. Yes. 100%. Nick Cage.
Yes, for me.
Yes, purely just because he's in Con Air.
Just based on that?
Just because of Con Air.
Face Off.
Yeah. The Rock.
Just those 3 movies alone.
Done.
What else has he done that's action?
Because of your dangerous... It was like because of the abilities you have as a soldier or whatever. You're a lethal weapon, and I must sentence you to 10 years prison. What the hell, man?
What else has he done that's action, though?
I'm looking.
The one where he's the Marvel dude with the fire, the skull dude.
Oh, Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Gone in 60.
Gone in
60 seconds is brilliant. Let's go. What else has he done? Surely he's done more action. Oh, what's the one about the I'm going to steal the Declaration of Independence? National Treasure.
Yeah.
National Treasure.
Yeah, it's a brilliant movie. I love that movie. Yeah. I should rewatch it. That's fucking the best. Oh, dude.
Snowden.
The Wicker Man.
I've never seen that.
He punches a woman. He dude, he legit psychics
What's that movie about?
He has so many movies that are action that I actually don't know.
Dude, he's such a legend.
What's Jiu-Jitsu?
I actually don't know.
It looks crazy.
What's it about?
Snake Eyes?
Yeah, true. Hang on, The Wicker Man. We need
when an alien being emerges from a wormhole looking for a fight, an ancient order turns to a amnesiac hero? What the hell's that? Amnesiac. What's that?
Amnesiac, when you can't remember.
Oh, like amnesia?
Yeah.
But an amnesiac. Okay.
What's the movie about, though, Wicker Man?
They must revive his memory and fight the alien together.
So The Wicker Man is about this coven of witches that living on an island, and they basically see men as inferior. Only as breeding machines, and that's it.
Yeah.
So they've got them enslaved. And I can't remember the whole...
Ghost Rider.
I can't remember the whole fucking thing.
Is that the one with the bees or something?
Yeah,
and they put
the
on his
bees,
head?
not the bees. The best. It's the best. I swear to God.
So it's an actual action movie.
Yeah, dude. Oh fuck.
But are they actual witches, or do they just think they're witches?
It's just a coven of some sort of cult.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I might have to watch that.
Dude, it's so good.
Outcast? Does that ring a bell?
Nah.
No.
A young prince is despised by his older brother who plans to assassinate him. He escapes from the palace and befriends Jacob, a warrior who helps him win the rightful place on his throne.
What year is that?
Dude, the Wicker Man.
Yeah.
I remember The Wicker Man specifically watching it. It was a Sunday. I finished work, went and bought a 6-pack of beer, pack of Doritos, and like a thing of hummus or something. Sat in my old bedroom and like watched it on like one of those
2014
warm Sunday arvos, where you just sit there like, it was the best.
Okay.
Yeah.
This Jiu-Jitsu one looks alright.
Alright, we'll watch it. Add it to the list. The marathon continues.
When was this? 2020. It was rated 2.9 out of 10 on IMDb.
Brilliant.
Love it.
How is it not up for an Oscar?
So fixed. It's because he didn't have enough. Oh, no, sorry, don't worry.
I know what you're going to say. Okay.
Oh, he stays. Yeah, hands down, he stays.
Yeah, I think he stays.
All right.
Season of the Witch, he was in that.
Yes.
What a brilliant movie. I watched that a year ago. Okay. All right, so Nick Cage stays. Then I've got Clint Eastwood, Chuck Norris, and Bruce Lee.
I think Clint Eastwood goes and the other two stay.
I agree with that statement.
Thank you.
Okay. Chuck Norris, Bruce Lee, Jet Li, Jackie Chan.
I will say at this point for me, Jet Li comes off.
Yeah, I was thinking.
I would say the same thing purely because Jackie Chan not only does all his own stunts, has been in the game since the 70s, and writes, directs, and produces nearly everything he does.
And Jet Li stopped acting.
Yeah.
True.
Okay. Done. Jet Li's off.
Health issues, I think.
Jackie Chan is in. Okay.
He did make an announcement, yeah.
So, prelim thing, Bruce Willis, Kurt Russell, and Steven Seagal.
Kurt Russell
What?
On or
Stays
off?
or gone?
goes.
I would keep Kurt Russell
Mm.
in place of Steven Seagal.
But it's Steven Seagal.
I'm aware of that. The name alone isn't enough to keep him on the list.
So when I think of action heroes, especially in the 80s and the 90s, I think of the four.
Yeah.
I think Arnie.
Yeah, that's not fair because
Stallone.
people that aren't born in those years and that's not what we're talking about. That's nostalgia. You can't base this on
Seagal.
nostalgia.
Well, hang
And
on.
Van Damme.
Is Michael Jackson the greatest pop star of all time?
To you,
No, I'm talking generally. If we're having the same conversation, would Michael Jackson be in that list?
to people who know him,
Who doesn't know who Michael Jackson is?
people that didn't grow up listening to him
Everyone knows who Michael Jackson is. You ask a 10-year-old now, they know who Michael
for
Jackson is.
different reasons.
Dude, a kid I know who's like 4 went to a Michael Jackson tribute night. His mother put a video up on Instagram, and he's singing every word to Liberian Girl.
But that's
And then he's dancing. He's doing the moves.
do you know why the word nostalgia exists?
Okay, tell me.
I don't think it's the
Because that's exactly what it is. It's fond memories of your. So if the parents have like, oh, I have fond memories of Michael Jackson, or they loved him because he had a cult following, then of course the kids are going to know.
So the golden age of action movies is the 80s and the 90s, yeah?
100%.
100%.
85 to 95.
Yeah.
Back in my day, that's kind
Well-
of where we're heading.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not enough alone to say.
So you're saying Seagal should go, Kurt Russell should stay?
If you compared today's,
Larger body of work with extremely manly running.
what did we just see? A 2008?
Yes.
Was it 2008?
Yes.
What is-
2006?
Yeah.
What?
The scenes we just saw for
Wicker Man?
Yeah.
No idea.
Terrible. Looks terrible, right?
Dude, you're nuts.
Action sequence, fake as hell, no connection.
Doesn't matter.
No, doesn't look like anything.
Seagal purely for the way he runs.
You can't say that.
The curly hands.
What's the running?
The
got to do with
ponytail. The
The
ponytail.
ponytail.
And the jacket he wore in, what was the one with the cultist? The Jamaican cultist. What was it called? Do you remember which one it was? Mark for Death. Dude, Mark for Death. The jacket he was wearing, I searched high and low to find it online to buy it.
Did you get it?
Nah, they're not making them.
I just break my pants.
Kadori Man didn't last the Arvo.
Well, he got the cheap version, let's be honest.
I'll fix that later.
Okay. All right.
Kurt Russell goes.
I think Seagal's got a better...
Who's the third one?
No, just Seagal and Kurt Russell. Oh, Bruce Willis.
Now, Bruce Willis has done a lot, though.
Bruce Willis stays for me, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we leave Bruce Willis in. Do you want to just cancel them two out? Kurt Russell and Seagal? As a stalemate?
Look, the problem is that Kurt Russell had a lot of high-impact movies back then for me. That's why he stays.
I think Kurt Russell dominated the 80s, Seagal dominated the 90s.
That's fair. That's a fair statement.
But how much action did Kurt Russell...
Post the 80s and 90s, Seagal's still making movies. They're all terrible.
Yeah.
They're all terrible. Straight to not even DVD, not even to none of that. Straight to like streaming in Czechoslovakia. Kurt Russell hasn't made any more action movies at all.
No.
Is he
barely
retired?
made anything.
Well,
Yeah.
he did a Tarantino film
Yeah. Oh,
where they're all in a hotel or something.
yeah.
It's a Western.
Yeah, the Western. But that's pretty much it. Was it The
Yeah.
Hateful Eight?
Yes.
Yeah. But that's it. His career ended pretty quickly.
Yeah,
Oh,
right,
yeah, Deepwater Horizon.
Seagal can go.
Tombstone, Death Proof,
Tombstone's one of the best movies
Soldier.
of all time, dude.
Big Trouble. Yeah. Once Upon a Time, Stargate, Vanilla Sky.
He was in Vanilla Sky. Yeah, he is. Yeah, I watched Vanilla Sky.
That's what?
He's in he's in one of the party scenes. Like I remember he's got an important role, but I can't remember what his actual role is.
Poseidon, Tango and Cash.
Tango and Cash the best.
Fury 7.
Oh, was that one?
That's the one.
Is he?
Yeah.
Escape from LA.
That's the ones I said.
Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, the second one.
I don't remember it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, he is too, yeah. The Thing? Oh, shit, I forgot about The Thing.
Look, Seagal, all you need to do is Mark for Death, Out for Justice, Under Siege, and, like...
Tequila Sunrise.
We'll get rid of Seagal. Kurt Russell's staying in by a thread, like a hair.
Yeah.
All right, Seagal's
if
gone.
it's by a hair, you might as well just knock him off. He's coming off in the next round anyway.
He is. 100% he is. All right, so Seagal's gone. Jet Li's gone. Yep, gone. And then you've got the last three, which we're just going to leave at this point. There's no way they're going yet. Okay, so Blitz round.
Blitz.
Okay, so I'll put them in groups of three again. The Rock, Will Smith, Jackie Chan.
Can we get the theme going?
No, this isn't a bracketsy. This is just a...
Oh, okay. This is just the casuals.
Yeah. Because we've done it completely differently.
Okay. That's true.
So we do like a casual theme. What's a casual theme then?
Oh, true.
A casual theme?
It'd be more like
one.
Simpsons when Homer's watching football. You know the music for Cheshevsky? It's like Sunday football. No.
Nah, it would be...
Is it the who's ready for some soccer?
Which episode is that?
That's when the soccer goes to Springfield. And then there's a riot. And then I don't remember what the rest of the episode is. Soccer.
Nah, there's fucking ads because I haven't got the filters on this yet. Okay.
Boo.
Shut up.
See, people, if you bought us a couple more coffees, we might be able to afford a premium ad blocker.
How many coffees have you bought, man?
This isn't about me.
Low score.
Like it's a feature.
The guy flies into the dump beer. That makes no sense.
No, it must be the Inside Springfield one. You know when they show like
it is Inside
they're
Springfield.
On the beach,
yeah.
They're on the beach and they're like rollerblading.
That is, yeah.
Oh, hang on.
That could be the casual
Inside Springfield. Inside Springfield.
All for a theme song.
This is how sick we are, man. Hang on. Oh, that's Alright, so for the record, Inside Springfield's brought up all those people about eating dogs.
It's still going.
It's still going. Hang on, Jimmy Kimmel. Surely, man. Surely it's got to be a clip. Wow. Oh, come
That's
on,
not on
man.
there.
Are you serious?
What was that episode?
It was when he was doing the not behind the scenes, like a documentary on Springfield, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're not going to find it, man.
Damn. What's his name?
Ken Brockman.
Yeah, just type it in.
Eye on Springfield.
Eye on Springfield.
There it is.
Damn it. Yeah.
Save it.
Done.
Nice. Yeah, we got it.
All right, cool.
Somebody clip that.
So we got, Will Smith, The Rock, and let's say Tom Cruise.
Out of those three,
Cruise stays for me.
Yeah, same. Hands down, easy.
Yeah, no brainer. Rock, Will Smith, gone. Bruce Lee, Chuck Norris, Jackie Chan.
We were just picking one out of
Jeez.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize what we were doing.
One.
I thought we were having a conversation.
Nah,
Just gotta move it along.
There's no conversation there.
I'm sweating.
Tom Cruise, 100%, dude.
Yeah.
Like, dude, his role in Collateral is better than anything
that's
Will
true.
Smith has ever done in his entire life.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, fine.
That's without the Mission Impossibles.
Yeah, that's fair. It's fair.
All right, cool. Chuck Norris, Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan.
Chuck Norris.
Wow.
It's Chuck Norris, man.
Name a Chuck Norris movie.
Chuck Norris versus the world.
Chuck Norris doesn't make movies.
He doesn't make movies. Chuck Norris. I don't know.
Delta Force, and he was in The Way of the Dragon with Bruce Lee. He was in...
I would say, out of those three, Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
As much as Bruce Lee is a pioneer, I just find the larger body of work that I would prefer to watch of Jackie Chan stuff.
Yeah, okay.
More consistently able to watch
Bruce Lee
it.
essentially played the same character in 3 movies.
Yeah.
Okay,
Bruce
cool.
Lee essentially played Bruce Lee.
All right, so Jackie Chan moves on to the next one with Tom Cruise. The last ones that aren't the big 3 is Kurt Russell and Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis.
Stays.
Yeah.
So Kurt Russell's gone. So that leaves Tom Cruise, Jackie Chan, Bruce Willis, and then the big 3 after that.
So let's make a...
What?
No, never mind.
No, what?
No.
Okay, so then how do you want to rate these guys? We've got 6. Look, the big 3 are the big 3. Essentially, it's going to come down
I feel like they've all been in a movie together at this point.
Expendables.
Yeah. Dude, I was going to say, let's make an Expendables 5.
4 of them, 4 of the 6 have been in a movie together.
That's got to say something.
And Jackie Chan would have been in one of them, but Jet Li was in it instead.
Yeah.
What does that say? Okay, so...
I think it speaks for itself.
Okay. So then do you want to look at all of them as broad and just pick one out of the 6?
I think we can go 2s.
2s and 2. Twosies.
All right. Well, then I'll do it as I see it here. So Tom Cruise and Jackie Chan?
Cruise. For me.
Because of what? The body of work?
Yeah, just body of work. Also,
I feel like it's stronger. Yeah.
I think as an actor, he's done a lot more variety.
Reacher. And it's been very different too,
Yeah. Again, I go back to Collateral. Collateral and Ethan Hunt, worlds apart.
Yeah.
Jackie Chan's either like the comedic boyish charm or he's like some lost soul.
And he's not, and the thing as well, the thing I do like about Jackie Chan is he's just, whereas Tom Cruise is just always the best. Whereas at least Jackie Chan is like an everyman.
Oh yeah, he's always broken. He's always the everyman.
He's always getting his ass handed to him. He's like just winning fights.
Yeah, he's always the everyman.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise, he's always elite.
Yeah.
All right, so who are we getting rid of?
Jackie Chan,
I think.
Okay, Jackie Chan's gone. Tom Cruise to the next round. That leaves Bruce Willis, Arnie, JCVD, and Stallone.
Out of those 4, we're picking 2, or we're just doing 1 out of those 4? Or 2 out of those 4?
I think 2 out of those 4.
If we're doing 2 out of those 4, I'd say Stallone. And I would say purely just because he dropped off and he went to straight to video stuff, I would say probably Arnie.
Stays.
Yeah.
Okay.
If Van Damme stayed into the cinema stuff, I reckon he'd be up there.
You?
I do agree with that, actually. I would prefer Van Damme, but that could be because I think I preferred his movies more and his characters more.
I liked... I mean, for Arnie, you got True Lies.
Mm-hmm. True Lies is brilliant.
Yeah. You got, obviously, Terminator.
Predator. Commando. Red Heat. I'm naming all the ones from the 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
Eraser.
There's
Total
just
Recall.
too many. I honestly think there's just too many.
Eraser, Total Recall, and then moving into like 2000s.
Total Recall was like way ahead of its time.
Is it Seventh Day?
So yeah, that's a good movie.
That's good.
That's a very good movie.
Yeah.
And that was ahead of its day too. That was early 2000s.
I mean,
Bruce Willis has he's got Die Hard. He's got
Striking Distance.
yeah.
There's not enough there. This is the problem, is that when you
The
compare...
Last Boy Scout.
So
The Last Boy Scout.
Yeah, Bruce
The
Willis.
Jackal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever.
Forgot about
One of
Jackal.
the best movies ever.
I know, I forgot
But
about it.
it's funny because Bruce Willis started the other way around. He started off as doing a lot of comedy movies
comedy.
and shows.
Moonlighting.
Moonlighting. I
Shepherd,
love it. Yeah. I grew up on that.
Yeah.
And then he went into action. Whereas it was kind of the other way with Arnie. He started with action
And
then slowly migrated to family friendly and became more
Twins, Kindergarten Cop.
Kindergarten Cop and yeah. Oh no, but those were still when he was peaking.
That was the mid-90s.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Kindergarten Cop was like 94.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
They all kind of went down that road except for Van Damme.
Well, there's more money to be made.
Mm.
Van Damme has only done like one one or two jokey roles ever.
Yeah, that's
Welcome
true.
to the Jungle was one of them. He plays like this.
He did a movie with Rodman, didn't he? Dennis
Double
Rodman?
Team. That's one of the best movies of all time.
Oh shit, I forgot.
Double
about that.
Team is brilliant.
Yeah.
Dude, brilliant. He's in the bathtub holding his breath because he's versing Stavros, the guy played by Mickey Rourke. What a movie. Mickey Rourke also in The Expendables.
Yeah.
Plays Stallone's brother. What a legend.
I don't know. I think
Dude,
that's
Double Team was meant to be like an action comedy. It was pure genius.
Yeah.
Genius.
I reckon.
What year was that?
Like 96 or something.
Shit, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I reckon those two, at least, that's for me.
Okay. My opinion on the matter.
I agree.
I would pick from Stallone, JCVD, Arnie, and Bruce Willis. Stallone, no brainer for me. Out of the other three, I would pick Jean-Claude purely because his initial movies, he did a lot of fucking movies in the 80s, yeah?
Yeah.
The Replicant, man, that was ahead of its time. That was too violent. They had to tone it down. Wrong Bet, yeah, Lionheart. Kickboxer, Bloodsport, all that sort of crap. Then branched into Universal Soldier. That was like a big Hollywood movie.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then slowly kept like drip feeding into like the crappy movies and then made the resurgence with the movie JCVD.
Yeah.
Right? Where he actually does action. He does a dramatic role and he plays more of himself, like a parody of himself. Then he made some sick movies with like Scott Adkins, who was his protege. Yeah. So you had like, dude, I've got all these on, like, I bootlegged all of these and I just watched them back to back. They're incredible movies, man.
But the thing too is, and maybe you agree with this, maybe you don't. For me, his character, for whatever reason, stuck with me more during his like peak movies.
Oh, yeah.
Than even Arnie.
With me, his character, his acting range, I think, like, as much as shit as he gets, I think his acting range is a lot better than Arnie's. Especially in the later years. He plays these broken dudes, and it's way more. But In Hell is one of the best movies ever for action, right? I think his resurgence and breaking back into like modern pop culture was incredible.
Yeah.
And his roles were a lot more varied. Dude, what was the one where he plays, it's based in like, New Orleans?
Hard Target.
Hard Target!
Yeah, that was phenomenal.
What a gun! And he was a martial artist. He was a legit martial artist. Shotokan tournaments, kickboxing. Arnie wasn't a martial artist, he was a bodybuilder. All these movies were essentially meat and potato punch-ons and shootouts.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel Arnie's acting is a lot more wooden than JCVD.
There was a lot of probably, what do they call it?
CGI.
Choreography?
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, actual fights were choreographed.
yeah.
And even the stunt scenes looked more realistic, like it wasn't jumping out of helicopters. It was him jumping over planes, off motorbikes, you know, that sort of shit. I think Arnie's brought it into science fiction a lot more.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Relying on like outlandish sets, all that, where
True.
Jean-Claude was
Good
just
point.
like a man on a mission.
Was the only, like, fictional thing he did, like, in terms of fantasy, Street Fighter? Was that the only thing?
Nah, Time Cop.
Oh,
yeah,
Time Cop,
David.
yeah.
I've got the signed autograph. I've got the signed.
Time
I've got
Cop.
a signed canvas of that movie, man. Signed, $100.
I gotta go back and watch a whole bunch of movies, man.
I went back and revisited the catalog, and I feel like the roles were more varied, a lot more based in actual martial arts and action. It was less wooden, was more realistic, and his acting is phenomenally better than Arnie's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially now, if you look at his movies now.
Yeah.
That's why he stays with me. I'm happy to bump him along for the sake of the fact that Arnie's Arnie, one of the most bankable guys ever.
Yeah.
But as far as action star, the movies, I think, Arnie's got Terminator and he's got True Lies. And then it's like, I think that's what we're hanging on to.
No, well, I mean, like Total Recall.
Yeah.
There's, what was the other one? Running Man.
Yeah, The Running Man. Yeah, true. I don't know. Look, I'll bump Jean-Claude Van Damme along, but in my eyes, he's my, like, fucking, he'll kill, I put him above Arnie, in my eyes.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I will bump him along for the sake of, like, recognizing what Arnie's done for, like, blockbusters.
However, I would say, maybe in a fair way of doing this, maybe they even break even when you balance out the catalog versus the personality and all that stuff, when you balance it all out, possibly they break even.
Well, then that would leave Stallone and Tom Cruise.
But the problem is that I honestly think the four of them, there is no number one.
I think it's like I think we should do it as a Mount Rushmore.
Hang on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hang on, because you've still got Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
I agree.
And Stallone, for me, I put him above all these clowns for one reason. He has written, directed, and produced nearly all the fucking movies he's been in, and the ones that won Oscars.
Yeah.
He wrote and directed.
Yeah, but you can't understand a fucking word he says.
He wrote Rocky. He wrote Rocky, man. He wrote Rocky 1 and won an Oscar.
Yeah.
The Expendables franchise was his thing. Dude, First Blood set the tone of like, this is how violent you can be.
Yeah.
And First Blood is an action thriller, really. It's not an adventure movie. And he's just this broken war vet, man.
Nothing is over.
So I'm just saying.
You're not wrong.
And like, if you look at the Rockies, he wrote all of them. I mean, they're not action movies. They are what they are. Exactly. Right? But he wrote the Rambos.
Yeah.
He's written so many of the things that he's been in. He wrote the Expendables.
Assassins.
Oh!
What was Assassins?
They're talking about Banderas.
Oh, shit, yeah, right.
I love that movie. Yeah,
I've got to say that for later.
Sitting there drinking his cappuccino espresso.
Yeah, that is actually a sick movie. Yeah. Hands down. The Specialist.
Yeah.
With Eric Roberts. Eric Roberts is in Expendables 1. What a legend. Yeah, dude, like, for me, on that sort of thing, and the fact he did like the Tulsa King recently.
Yeah, that was really, really good.
How is that 16% on Rotten Tomatoes?
What?
Assassins.
Because people are idiots.
16%?
It was, dude, the cemetery scene alone. With the cast.
Yeah.
Get Carter. Do you remember Get Carter?
Yeah.
It was cheesy as hell, but it was freaking sick.
All right, yeah.
Just on that.
I'm happy with that. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
I put Stallone at the top of the Mount Rushmore.
You know
what I
who would
mean?
you put second? Arnie?
I'd go G.
I would put, my opinion, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yeah. I know the greater opinion would put Arnie there. I disagree with the greater opinion. Purely because I think his roles were just as iconic. His martial arts expertise. Dude, okay, you know what, man? Arnie in the 80s inspired legions of people to go to the big bodybuilders, yeah? Jean-Claude Van Damme inspired millions of people to go do martial arts.
That's
Every
true.
WOG had a JCVD poster like the one there.
Yeah.
Dude, the fucking Double Impact.
Yeah.
What a movie. And he holds the record for playing multiple characters of himself, like twins, in a movie. He was in like 5 or 6 of them.
That's hilarious.
Where he's twins. Yeah?
And so then what? All right, so you reckon Van Damme, number 2?
Yeah.
And number 3?
Pure, dude, even now that I think about it, dude, every WOG back in the day had a Van Damme poster on their wall.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to be as jacked as him and do martial arts
As
like
far
him.
as the Greeks thought, he was Greek, and as far as the Italians thought, he was Italian.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. 100%.
That is so true.
He was a WOG.
Yeah.
He was a WOG. And he wasn't a bodybuilder, he was a martial artist who was just jacked. And he had the perfect physique.
Yeah.
And when you look at the movies that he did, a lot of them set the stage for stuff that came on later. I'm not saying Arnie didn't do the same. Like Predator's still one of the best movies ever.
Yeah.
But Predator is a great movie because of the supporting cast too.
Yeah.
Carl
True.
Weathers.
True.
Just the Body Ventura.
How cool is that thing where people are doing like the ending credits to that movie can be put to any TV show opening theme from the 80s?
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, man. 100%.
There's a dude on Insta that just does that. That's the whole channel. He just tries different songs to the credits.
Look, like I said, I can see why the greater opinion would be pushed to put Arnie in because like True Lies is insane, but and like all these movies, man, like we know them. But I would stress to put Van Damme on because he had a longer streak of movies.
Okay, all right. Well, you say he goes number 2. Who do you say goes number 3?
Arnie.
Yeah. Arnie's 3 for me.
And who do we have left? There was just Tom Cruise.
Bruce Willis and Tom Cruise.
I reckon.
I actually think that Bruce Willis doesn't deserve to be on the mountain.
No, same.
As great as he is,
Yeah.
didn't have the same impact level as these 4.
I think Tom Cruise, and then Bruce Willis gets like a little museum section inside one of the heads.
Oh, he's what do they call it? He's
honorable mention.
Honorable mention. There we go.
I think Bruce, they will have museums dedicated, but then there's like little offshoot to like
just
an extra room. No, like
if you'd like to continue the tour
for an extra for an extra 30 pesos.
Yeah, I think as far as action goes, Bruce Willis has done more movies that were not action, and a lot more movies that went straight to DVD that did nothing, especially in the last 5 years of his career.
Yeah,
I know why he did him, because he was just banking up money because he's what's the disease called? Aphasia?
Got dementia.
Yeah, it's a form of dementia. Yeah. I think, and like they've said purposely, he had the earpiece in so they could just feed him lines so he could make money because he knew he was going to stop working at some point.
Yeah.
Whereas Tom Cruise, at his age now, is still doing stunts where he's riding motorbikes off cliffs.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
That's insane, dude. I ride a bike, man, and I just shit myself going down a freeway. This guy literally learned how to pilot a helicopter.
Yeah.
No, like, legitimately.
Yeah.
Dude, Jackie Chan might do his own stunts. Tom Cruise learned how to pilot a helicopter in a distress sort of situation.
Just to blow it up.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that takes balls because he doesn't need to be doing that shit, and he physically does it.
Yeah.
He loves it.
Yeah. So that's why I think he deserves a spot as well.
Cool.
Yeah.
And you know what? Now that I think about it, pure action star, I might put him even before Arnie.
I was going to say it too, but then I was like,
because Arnie's all stunts.
The masses will be raging.
Oh, 100%.
But Arnie didn't even do stunts.
No,
he just stood there like a brick.
I'll never forget reading once in a magazine somewhere. I can't remember what it was, like a martial arts magazine or something, and it had rating the action stars based on toughness, durability, stunt work and stuff. And they said Indiana Jones, Harrison Ford learned how to roll punches in stunt fights and stuff like that, and his favorite stunt was running away from explosions, right? Like every movie, he's always running away from something. He loves those stunts. Arnie, the toughest thing he ever did was swinging swords in Conan. All his other stunts weren't anything. They were either stand-ins, CGI, all that sort of shit. Jackie Chan got full points because he basically pushed to break himself. This was in the 90s. Tom Cruise, I think, has surpassed that to the extreme level of what the stunts are he's done.
Look, you give him a couple more years, he might even be number one on that list.
Dude, you remember in Mission Impossible, was it 2 or 3, where he's climbing up the rock
mountain.
face?
Yeah.
Free climbing a rock face, man. That's dangerous.
That was the intro, wasn't it?
Yeah. I saw that at the cinemas, and I remember watching it like, man, that's insane.
Yeah.
Knowing that he's doing it for real. Yeah? So I think and then you've got the fact that he's actually a very good actor.
Yeah.
Yeah? Like action movies aside, I think he's iconic in that sense. So, if we've got Stallone at the top, I would arguably put JCVD, then Tom Cruise, then Arnie. I know the greater population would... I love how we're ranking this like anyone else is listening, right? I think...
They're all hanging on the edges of their seat.
We're going to get these angry emails, you wait.
Where's the DEI?
Cancel them. Cancel them.